Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Jackie Emegrinia, coming at you barefaced, no dignity, in my PJs, professional cookie dough, because things have just been happening left and right to the point that I've been uploading my videos a day late. Yeah, just like a short little update for you here, guys. I may or may not be able to keep up with the Tuesday temporarily, but one to two videos will be coming at you once a week or so. Until further notice, for at least another month, that's just the reality of what's going to be happening. On to the topic of this video, we are going to be talking about something that is so important to authors in the editing/publishing process. I can't wait to jump into it with you guys. So, do you like the kind of content? Do you like that my channel is all about writing tips, how to plot, how to outline, short story excerpts, and all that good jazz? If so, click the like and subscribe button and ring the little bell to be notified of when I upload. Now, I usually upload a video every single Tuesday, but as I just established, I've not been having a lot of luck with that. Sorry. Now, let's get right down to it. What we are going to be talking about today is actually so important that it's going to blow your freaking mind, bud. No, just kidding. Probably not. But it's still just as important. So, what we're going to be talking about today is beta readers and how important they are.
And Lunar, I love you loads. Please don't bump my laptop. If you want to be a part of the video, come up here. Why, it's just not as fun because Wilbur's dead? Wilbur was my plant, by the way. I'm a plant killer, apparently. I'm sorry, I met a baby sister. He died.
R.I.P. Wilbur. You will be missed. You will be missed. Just feel stale. Anyways, back to the beta reader thing. The reason why beta readers are so important is because they're not exactly like as important as a proofreader, editor, or any of those guys, but they are very vital to help catch what you might have missed. Granted, yeah, they might not be able to like copy edit your book or anything, but you could still like see what they like and what they didn't like, what they seen versus what you've probably missed. Beta readers can basically tell you what characters they relate to the most, what characters they are kind of meh about, and what kind of characters they think could actually be a little racist. That's another thing I do want to get into a little bit later in this video. What I mean by like characters that they like and might not like, what if there's a character in there, even if it's a supporting character, what if there's a character in your story that they relate to the most? For all you know, like even though to other readers your character might not be the number one or anything, but what if your beta reader might like that character the most? That is a sign that you might have just made a really good character. Like I made a supporting character who was supposed to be very minor, keep that in mind, very minor. Like he's supposed to be making an appearance here and there, but I personally liked him a lot that I decided to make him kind of like the core 5. That's this guy right here. Yeah, I know he was going to be a supporting character, right? So I made him at the core 5 just to test it out, and so far a couple people already like him a whole lot. I don't need to toot my own horn, but I think I might have done right by making an awesome character like him, because I already like him a lot. My best friend really liked him. I'm hoping my beta readers will also like him too. I mean, granted, yeah, the other characters that I made, sorry, I have a dry cough. I am hoping that the beta readers will like the other characters that I made, but this one's technically in a way my baby, but I hope they really like these guys. Not only that either, but like the book as a whole. What if you have a plot twist in your book Your beta readers can actually tell you if the plot twist was obvious. Like, I'm really hoping they like my book, but at the same time, I'm also really hoping be really cool about it. Another thing that I also really wanted to point out too, different types of beta readers. Beta readers who are sensitivity readers. What sensitivity readers do, they look for anything that is pretty offensive. They're basically the censor readers, right? Say, for example, I've written an LGBTQ plus character, right? The beta reader is to read the book and see if if there's a way that I might have stereotyped it. I unintentionally made this character out to be a little bit on the stereotypical side. I gotta fix it. The sensitivity reader helps me with that. Another thing that the sensitivity reader can help you with is, like, say you're writing about another ethnicity and the reader lets you know, like, if there's anything racist or just anything offensive at all. Anything even a little bit remotely triggering as well. Like, my book is mystery, right? Mystery sci-fi, so it does have, like, quite a few elements that some people might want to put down. It's also not quite at that level, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's the reason why, like, see, that's an example right there too. Like, I don't know if my book will actually offend anybody. I'm hoping it doesn't. That's the reason why I needed beta readers. All authors should have a small tribe of beta readers from 10 to maybe 20. They should be able to go through your book and tell you if there's anything wrong with it. What I've done as well is that, like, for whenever my beta readers are all finished the book, I send out a questionnaire. Like, it has questions like, this book takes place in Tokyo, and that there are characters of Japanese ethnicity, right? A couple of the questions does say, even though I've researched some more, some things just happen to slip through the cracks. So, did anything about my characters offend you? Or is there anything that's culturally insensitive? Is there anything that I've done to accidentally stereotype the characters? Like, even though I've done mountains of research, even to today, I always put at least 1 to 3 hours or so in a week to research things about Japan, because it changes so fast. If anything, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, if someone were to record a video in Japan, like in Tokyo, in the Harajuku area, and the hashtag not sponsored, in Tokyo, you'd think it was a sci-fi movie. There's things that float in the air. There's quantum physics everywhere. There's robots that serve you coffee. I found that out, like, earlier this year. I was like,
So, my book is basically not sci-fi. It's just literally just a day in Japan.
because, like, my book takes place like 20 to 30 years ahead in the future, right? So in a way, I do feel a little bit embarrassed. So I'm very glad that I put in those extra few hours every single week just for the day in the life of Japan, because it changes so fast. When you're writing a book about another country or about like any other ethnicity, doesn't matter how minor their role can possibly be, you need a beta reader from that ethnicity to make sure, one, you have not stereotyped, two, that you've not said anything racist. And like, even though that you are a nice person, you are the nicest person ever, you see color and yet you accept everyone who they are in all of their wonderful, unique way. Things just happen to slip through. That's just simply the reality. So that's why we need sensitivity readers. Like, I am hoping that my book is as accurate as it can be, because not only did I research some more in the day in the life in Tokyo and Kyoto, But I've also researched a lot on their religions and stuff like that. Like the Buddhism, the Shintoism, their gods, everything. Like, I know the book actually doesn't have a lot of those religious elements in it. The first book, at least. Like, they're more so like, oh, by the Buddha, or oh, by the goddess, Okami, why? And stuff like that, you know. It's kind of like, oh, like saying, oh God. Like, even though that's more so like pretty much what that is, I still do a few hours a week on researching their religion, or at least like how they do their funerals and such, and some of their regular practices as well. Like, there's tea ceremonies. Like, sometimes like they would go to a Shinto shrine and give like a 1 yen sacrifice with a little, can't remember what, talisman, a good luck talisman, and then they put it with the shrine and they pray for nothing but good luck. There's like a whole lot of other things that I've researched in the day in the life of Tokyo and the Japanese citizens there as well. It's insane how much research that I've put into this work just for the day in the life of what it could be like in Japan. So the nitty gritty and stuff like that. Like, in some Japanese households, actually no, I'm pretty sure it's most by now, if I remember right. In most Japanese households, a lot of the times, like, you can go in bare feet, but they would rather you have socks on. Some households will provide you, the guest, with slippers. What you gotta do as the guest is like switch out your outdoor shoes and put on the slippers. And same with every day in high school and stuff like that. Like, I've put in that kind of research in, possibly even more, but I could think of off the top of my head. Next part of this video here is how to find beta readers. There's actually plenty of ways for you to find beta readers. But the way I found mine is actually through writing groups on Facebook and on Tumblr, of all things. By the way, I'm not sponsored by either of those, I'm just mentioning them. I actually joined I think 5 now. I'm with 5 Facebook writing groups, and a lot of them have just been nothing but great to me. I actually managed to find someone right from the area of Tokyo. From Tokyo, full on traditional Japanese and such. So I am very glad that I managed to find someone like him. He's reading through my book, trying to get through it and stuff like that, so I'm very glad about that. I have 2 LGBTQ plus beta readers, because there are some elements with that as well. One of them, if I remember right, is also Japanese as well. Rin, who did my character art, is also going through my book as well. So that's the first few, and I have a couple other people that I know personally who are also going through my book. So I did cheat. I did ask some people that I already know to go through my book, but I did take the time to actually go out onto the F-books, onto the Facebooks and stuff, and actually ask people who would like to be my partners in crime in my projects. Like, it took me so long to find these guys. Because I asked them so long ago, I wasn't so sure if they would actually even do it. I asked them again if they can actually be my beta readers, and their answers are the same. Yeah, it does feel like I was repetitive with them, but I made sure that, yeah, okay, so their answers are the same. There are plenty of other social media groups and such like that, probably on Instagram and stuff like that. What I did was, like, I actually made a post on the Facebook groups and asked people if they wanted to be my beta readers. And when they accepted, I told them exactly what they were getting into. Like, hey, yo, look, this is a sci-fi mystery novel based in Tokyo. It's about these biotech elementals who are still in training or who are pulled into a disturbing gang war. But it also has LGBTQ elements. Are you comfortable with that? Some of them, quite a few of them didn't respond, unfortunately. But the ones that did respond, I kept in contact with all this time. Before I let you guys go, this was supposed to be a really short video for 10 minutes, but nope, it is not. So let's go through what we've learned today. The kind of beta readers that you need are just like regular everyday beta readers, but they're still very important. Sensitivity readers for ethnicity, if it is based in another country or another ethnicity group, LGBTQ plus members, any kind of trauma or anything that can possibly be triggering. And that could be simple as kidnapping or just like anything that like reminds them of a past event that happened in their lives. And how to find them? Ask around on your own social medias. Join Facebook groups. Make writing friends and ask those friends to be your beta readers. But also, another bonus tip, don't forget to reciprocate so that you can actually build a great working relationship. So, unfortunately, that is all I got for you guys today. If you really like this video, hit that like button because it lets me know what you guys don't like. Hit the subscribe button. What kind of really weird advice should I give you guys today? Don't pick your butt because your nose will get jealous. I said what I said. Have a good one, guys. Stay awesome, stay safe, and bye.
Don't pick your butt because your nose will get jealous.